Another day, another chest day. Today we got chest. I'm thinking again, incline. We're going to start with incline barbell bench press, something I haven't done in a long time. And of course, the usual is going to continue. Cable flies, possibly chest press or dumbbell chest press. I think I'll incline it again. And continue on to shoulders and triceps. Pretty standard. No cardio today. I did actually bang out some basketball in the morning, so serves as a good form of cardio, as we've discussed. But anyways, enough of that. It's a beautiful day outside. I like to use the summer to take advantage of like outdoor cardio, as opposed to just like treadmilling it all the time. I mean, while it's nice to just sit on the treadmill and like get on the phone and all that, sometimes it gets a little repetitive. I mean, I feel like while you have the nice weather, you might as well enjoy it. So, although I don't recommend like higher impact cardio, talking about basketball and running, enjoying the nature's a good thing sometimes. Cardio isn't too complex, really the nice thing. I mean, you can pretty much do anything where you're moving, and that'll like be sufficient for your cardiovascular activity for the day. Even like during the semester, I've mentioned this, I like to just walk to class, and sometimes that's just enough to not have to dedicate as long of a cardio session after the lift for. Or say you're walking like 4 or 5 miles a day between classes and stuff. There's no reason to throw on a cardio session after the lift. I mean, you're just gonna get your joints really tired. And again, it's good to reduce screen time. I feel like most of us get enough of that anyways. Yeah. I don't have anything too specific to talk about today on the car talk. I tried a horror game last night on PlayStation called Outlast Trials. Usually there's Outlast 1 and 2. Those are like solo player horror games, and my friend played them, I kind of saw some gameplay, but I never played myself. But those are some of the scariest horror games I've like seen out there. Outlast Trials is a multiplayer version, so I was playing with my friend. It was honestly extremely scary. Very, very fun. If you're looking for like a funny horror game to play with friends, it's actually crazy. There's like, if you play in game chat with your friends, sometimes like a fake copy of your friend will like pop up and they'll have like a knife in it and you can get like attacked by them. It's super scary. Pretty funny though. But yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about the future to come this coming year, especially when the semester starts. It's going to be an interesting one with MCAT studying coming up. I don't know what I'm going to begin studying specifically, but I think after the first couple of weeks of classes, as I get into like the flow of the year again, I'll pick it up in like beginning of September, and that's going to go on for 6 to 8 months really until, I don't know. I'm thinking April for my MCAT date now. That's the plan. And I think if I stretch out the studying, I mean, I have no problem sitting down for a few hours and sharpening the mind. We always talk about bodybuilding and building up the muscles or cutting down the fat, but it's also important to not only build the muscle, but build the mind. It's another very important aspect of everything in general. I mean, as much as we love bodybuilding around here, if you're just an idiot, that doesn't do any good things for you at all. I mean, the world is it's brain rotted now enough nowadays. I'm gonna have to fix this camera. Things keep adjusting. But yeah, studies are very important. Finding a balance between studying and brain rot and the phone and the screen time is very difficult, but it is what it is. I'm thinking this year's plan, I'm gonna try to reduce a lot of my like external responsibilities so I can study for the MCAT. Because on top of taking like a full load of credits, I need like college credits for classes. I'm gonna need to make sure I also have time to study. So I don't know. I'm in a research lab. I'm also an executive on a campus organization, and I also volunteer in the community. And I'm a member of the pre-medical fraternity on campus, as I mentioned before. So it's a lot of stuff. Balancing all that with studying, maintaining like a 4.0 MCAT and all, it's just too much. So I think I need to reduce some of my external responsibilities this year. it's going to be a tough balance, but the plan is I want to keep doing videos for sure, because although I don't get any views, it's just fun to do. I like yapping at the camera anyways. It's a good outlet to document the journey, But I think I'm going to leave my PlayStation at home this year. It might be a little crazy to be gaming while trying to focus on studying for the MCAT, so yeah, we'll see. We can worry about that in 2 weeks' time when the semester begins. But it's okay. Yeah, balancing lifting during the year is a little tougher. I do find myself occasionally skipping a couple of lifts. I mean, not really like skipping, but like it can become like easier on certain days to be like, man, I'm tired. I have an exam. Like I can't really go to the gym now, but it's okay. I mean, we'll always make do for what we love to do. Yeah. Oh, driving this town is atrocious, to tell you right now. Okay, why the hell is my camera always tilting? Nothing I can do about it today. Anyways, I think that's enough yapping. Finally hit 10K trophies on Clash Royale. Give me a round of applause. Yes, I know. It's almost not fun anymore playing against these people. I played against like a top 10K dude today. I'm talking like ranked. I wasn't on ranked, but like it was in 10K trophies. Man, it's so competitive now. Like you can't like casually play the games. And to be honest with you, I feel like I've been brainwashed by Clash Royale into like not being able to play like the non-competitive modes. Like, I mean, sure, there's the challenges, but I don't know what's going on. They removed like the tournament screen the challenge screen. It's not there anymore. And the rewards, I don't know if it's just me, but rewards for challenges have gotten crappier and crappier. I swear, it's like unplayable at this point. I don't even know. They've reduced ranked rewards. They've reduced trophy road rewards, and there's like the challenge rewards are terrible. I mean, I remember like you used to get like a few thousand gold every win on a challenge. Now you get 500. What are you gonna do with 500 gold? I mean, like tell me right now. They're adding a new card every season that you need to max out pretty much, or like a new Evo that you're forced to buy. And there's already so much to upgrade. I mean, like you can't expect. I feel like it's very tough to expect everybody to be able to afford everything when you're reducing the amount of rewards. You've taken out season shop, and I don't know. I don't know. It's becoming a little bit more pay to play. It was always a pay to win game. That's no secret, but it's turned into a pay to play type of game, and I don't know if that's a good thing for like the general player base. But I mean, you see this in like Clash of Clans and Brawl Stars. Every Supercell game is just like that. Anyways, that's enough yapping. Let's just get in there, focus on, again, getting that stretch on the chest, keeping the arms tucked in so we can really make sure we're keeping the upper chest engagement. Shoulder flexion, elbow flexion. We don't have to worry about all that. I think tomorrow I'm going to discuss a little bit more about the joint flexion. That might be an interesting topic. I've gotten a little curious after yesterday's professional advice from one of the gym coaches. So, anyways, enough said. Let's get in there and kill this workout. Come on. Okay. This is just a quick warm-up set, but again, I mean, the difference between these and Smith machine is less stability, I guess. You do have to focus on like the balance, but I do still like this one just because I feel like I have more control over like where I want to go. So yeah, same idea. Keep the shoulders rolled back. You don't really roll forward, and I'm going to try not to flare my elbows out to the sides, because otherwise you're just going to start turning it more into a flat bench type of movement rather than like engaging more of your upper chest. I mean, if you push like this versus like this, you'll kind of feel more of the push coming through here, maybe more like the middle if you're out wide versus in. You kind of feel that tension more up. But let's just get into this one. Shoulder back, raise. Whoa. Let's try to be careful with the re-rack. That could have been scary. Maybe I'll put it a tick lower down here. That was a close one. All right, move it to 185. Be a little bit more careful. Okay, here we go. Let's try not to kill ourselves this set. I feel like the re-rack is a little strange, especially because it's so high. So, it wouldn't have been that bad last set because I could have gotten it down there, but still, I'm thinking 2 of these working sets here. I'm already feeling a pump even from that warm-up set, but okay, not too wide of a grip. Brace. Nice. Whew. I'm going to try to save a little bit of gas in the tank there. I think we had 1 or 2 more, but I don't want to push it all the way to failure. Again, especially if you're natural and not like blasting, like you can't recover as quickly. It's a little better to make sure you're not fully killing it to like failure every single possible set, because you're going to get too fatigued. I saw a video today talking about systemic fatigue. Is that even real? And then the CNS fatigue, and among other things. But to boil it down simply, if you're pushing every rep to like failure, you're going to get really tired, and I think that's pretty obvious. So it's good to do it every once in a while, but not every set has to be the nastiest drop set or, all the way to failure. It's okay to, those first 6 reps really are like, the first few reps of any movement really are where you're getting a lot of that activation. But the closer to get to failure, the better you're going to get like the reps for muscle growth and progression. But you don't have to get to failure every single time. Anyways, 1 more here. Rest for like 2 minutes and move on. Okay, let's do this. The shoulders back. Forgot to tuck my feet. Bit of a back arch, not too crazy. And we'll brace. There's failure. All right, that's enough here. Okay, it was a bit interesting there on the failure on incline, but again, if you're not going like crazy heavy, then you can always just bring it down and put it back up yourself, which is what I did. But now that we got our heavy-ish sets in, we're going to put some volume. So let's get right into these. Again, I'm going to try to keep it kind of neutral, might even push a little down, but again, try not to engage too much biceps, get the stretch. Let's just get going. Okay, 2 more here. Again, all this lifting stuff really isn't about how hard you're pushing every day. I mean, sure, you have to push it, but I think what's overlooked all the time is the consistency aspect. What's great about this is like you can have off days, like you can miss a couple of days. You don't have to go like crazy every workout, but if you're going most of the time, consistently every week, 3, 4, 5 times, let's just say, and you're consistently getting your lifts in. They don't have to be an hour to 2 hours. They can even be something like 20 minutes. And even though, after day 1 you won't see any progress, day 2 you won't see progress, even after a month maybe not, but you keep at it consistently for like a year, shoot, there you go. Suddenly you're going to see some big changes, but only if you stay consistent. All right. Focus more on getting the weight back to the set and kind of letting my shoulders fall backwards a bit. Open up the chest. Okay. All right. Let's drop next set. One more. Okay, final set. Come on. Okay. Let's do some incline press. I'm thinking 2 sets here on incline dumbbell. Decided to go dumbbell rather than the machine today. Just feeling it for some reason. I don't know. I liked the free barbell today. That felt nice. But anyways, do a nice 2 sets here. I had something on my mind that I just wanted to mention, but I totally forgot. I remember. So how many sets per muscle group should you be doing in a workout? This is a big question, but the general idea is you want to do somewhere between 10 to 20 a week to like maximize growth. Now, any amount of sets you do is going to stimulate some growth, but if you want to like optimize it, 10 to 20 is the range you want to be in. However, I feel like I've been in like that upper 20 range or like close to 20 range for like a while at this point. So it feels a little fatiguing if you do it all the time. So I've been trying to reduce that a bit. So I'm doing 7. I'm talking working sets, by the way, not warm-ups. So I'm thinking I did 2 working on the first one, 3 on the last one, that's 5. So if I do 2 more here, that's 7, and then 14 total for the week because I do like 2 chest days-ish a week. So depending on how many workouts you're doing for a muscle group in a week and how many movements you want to do, you can split it up like that. So I'm going to try to lower it down to 14. And it's nice to go a little heavier as well when you do that since you're less fatigued. You can push a little more. Anyways, 2 sets here. I have the 60s. You don't always have to have big weight to build big muscles. It's nice to have it sometimes, though. But enough yapping. Okay. Okay. Yeah, one more with a deep stretch. We'll do shoulders. Okay, here we go. one more rep there would have been overkill. We can stay right here and transition to shoulders. Let's go. Okay, let's get this superset rolling. Oh. Alrighty. Okay. Get some lateral raises too. Here we go. Okay. And I'm thinking we'll start saving the rear delts for back day. Chest day is already long enough as it is, so we'll leave that for back day. Shorten this superset up because I think it's a little bit too tiring to do all of it together. 2 more here. Okay, set 2. Let's do this. Oh, try to go just as hard here. Again, I do like to set these seats a little bit back as opposed to straight up, just because I feel like you end up getting a little bit more tension on your shoulders, a little bit more shearing force if you're a little bit more forward. But if you're back, you can kind of lean into it a little, or I guess lay into it would be more accurate. But this is what it is. Also makes it a bit easier. You'll also notice that a lot of chest press machines have the seat set back already for you. So there's that. Anyways, let's do this. Damn, that was close. Okay. Okay. Whew. Yeah, one more and we'll finish off the triceps. Alrighty, let's finish this. Okay, I'm feeling some bonus reps. Let's go. Okay, that's enough. Let's do some triceps. Yeah, I'll start off with some push downs, and I want to do dips again. But idea again, I want to keep my elbows tucked in and my shoulders shrugged up so I can really get that long head going. That's the biggest part of your triceps. So if you want to focus on hitting that, that'll probably be good. This is one of the few muscle groups where I really think about focusing on a specific part. This and chest, really. But anyways, I'll show you an example right here. So shrug up, elbows in, stay tight. So really, less your elbows are moving while you're doing these reps, the more you're gonna have it onto your long head, kind of the tension. So we'll go heavier for the next 2 sets and move on to dips, just to finish out. Okay, 2 hard ones here. Let's go. Okay, maybe one take over. Now again, I don't want to overcomplicate these, but the idea is I want to stay lean forward, take my chest and shoulders out of it as much as possible so I can focus on the tricep. And then we'll go slow. I really do wish I had that piece of equipment to hang like some sort of weight off of me, because it's just a little bit too easy body weight. But if we slow the reps down, it should have the same effect. It might be a little bit more fatiguing, but it's okay. It'll increase the difficulty in a way. So let's just do 2 to 3 of these and then get out of here. Okay. Probably hands back so I can lean forward. Okay, maybe a touch slower next set. 2 more. Okay, don't want to take too much rest so we can keep the intensity up. Progressive overload. So let's do this. I'll go a little slower as well. Okay, those are pretty good. One more here. And we don't got cardio today, so yippee, did it in the morning. One more, we'll finish. Okay, I added the padding because I really want to exaggerate the stretch at the bottom. I'm on the minimum support because I don't think I need that much of a boost, but it'll make a pretty big difference for holding reps at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more support. Wonderful. As Tom Platt says, we've achieved failure. Let's get out of here. Okay, guys, I have some devastating news. The audio didn't even pick up on my entire car ride back home, so that's like 10 minutes down the drain. I can just discuss what I discussed tomorrow. I thought it was pretty interesting, so it is what it is. What can we do? I'm just a freaking Neanderthal, and there's no getting around it. Anyways, whatever. Thank you for watching. All 4 of my viewers, please like, comment, subscribe. And interesting piece of information, I got my first hater. A guy named Connor Smith left he left a very strange comment on my most recent Instagram post at the time of this video, so I don't know, but hey, we've reached a milestone here, I guess. First hater, let's freaking go. But thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for cardio. Peace.